Okay, so what we've got here is the CI75 cable identification unit. So this unit is used to put the signal into the cable. If you have a situation where you've got 4 cables at a substation going underground to different substations, but they're all following in the same trench for a couple of 100 meters. If you will ever have to tee into or splice into one of these cables, you would have to correctly identify, maybe let's say 100 or 200 meters along the way, dig open a trench and you'll find 4 cables, but you will have to identify the correct one of the switch gear you've just switched off in the substation. Because remember, somewhere along the line, this could have happened to the cables underground. So even though the cable was on the right-hand side when it left the substation, it might now be one of the middle ones. So you would now typically go, take your transmitter. So the transmitter only has one output and a transmitting cable. You would go and the cable you want to identify, you will go to the far end of the cable and short it out so that you can get current flow into the cable. On the close end where you're working from, you will connect it to the armoring and the phase of the cable. You are capable of connecting it between 2 phases, but you'll get a much better signal when you work between a phase and an armoring. Connect that into your transmitter and switch on your unit. Now the unit is showing you that it is on and it's got a battery life indication. The lights will drop down one by one as the battery runs out. You can also see the first light is flashing at the moment. That means the unit is in pulse mode. When I press, meaning it's pulsing the signal into the cable, like on a timer. And when I press pulse, now it's not flashing, so it's putting the signal continuously into the cable. This is the preference of the user, what style they would like to use. We prefer the pulse method, so I'll leave it on pulse and it's flashing. Then we've got our CI75 receiver. This is the unit that you will go out on site with, where the trench has been dug, and identify the cable. It's got 2 connectors. The one connector is for your receiving cable and antenna. That one will just plug and turn. And we've got a headphone connector. That's for when you're in a noisy area, you can connect headphones onto the unit. Otherwise, it does have a speaker output on the unit. Now, you will go and switch on your unit and immediately hear the speaker is humming. You would now want to go to your 4 breakers in your substation. And you can now, let me just put this one down, go and just hold it against every cable in your substation, and you see you don't get signals in the ones you're not connected to. Always holding the flat part to the cable. And once you get to the cable, here you can see I'm connected to this cable. So now you know the signal is only in the cable you are interested in. With the gain, you can now go and make the signal smaller or bigger as you wish. Now you can go onto site. And as you can see, we don't know which one of these 4 cables are the actual cable we are interested in, because anywhere underground they could have swapped position or changed. So now you can go into your trench. There is no there's no signal. There we've got the signal. Next cable, no signal. Last cable, no signal. So now we know we have positively identified the cable we are interested in. And we can immediately mark this cable and spike it before cutting it, just to ensure that you still have the right cable. And then you can splice into it. And then you switch off your unit. Thank you.